What's up? What's happening? What's popping? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another great edition of Tough Calls Live. We haven't been live in a minute.
We out here though. We live, ready to talk about all the news that's going on.
We haven't been live in a minute. But guys, we're back and we have so much going on. Like the NFL has been so freaking crazy for the past 2.5 weeks, really.
That's straight up crazy.
So let's start with the biggest piece of news, the biggest latest piece of news, not even the biggest piece of news since we talked, but Matt Ryan, your boy, your man, your quarterback, your childhood, your fandom, got traded today to the Indianapolis Colts, replaced by Marcus Mariota.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
He was.
He wasn't replaced by Marcus Mariota.
He was quarterback one. He's not quarterback one. Marcus Mariota is quarterback one.
He's a filler. Replace. I don't like the word replace.
He was
because Marcus Mariota isn't better, but we had to
his
do that
position replace doesn't mean better. Your position got filled by Marcus Mariota. His previous position is now filled by Marcus.
It's not. I just don't like that verbiage.
He ain't gotta like it, but it is what it is. But y'all, so Dylan, initial reactions to Matt Ryan being traded.
One, thank you, Matt Ryan, for everything you did. You know, if you're watching this right now, I appreciate you. But nah, for real, no ill will towards Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan was never the problem. We never put a good offensive line around him, never put a good defense around him, except for maybe 2016, 2017, where he had a 1,000-yard rusher. He had a solid defense. He had a offensive line that had some continuity. So other than that, it is what it is. We had to do this. I mean, I don't know if we had to, but it seemed like we pretty much had to after whiffing on Deshaun Watson and not getting that.
Not whiffing, y'all was sniffing hard.
No, I meant whiffing like swinging and miss.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like
nah.
Testing the waters.
Nah, after swinging and missing on Deshaun Watson, this is kind of what had to happen. You know, I'm sure Matt Ryan was like, you know, I gave y'all the weekend to, you know, move my roster bonus back. Y'all couldn't even land Deshaun Watson. Like, I'm just done with y'all. I'm ready to move on. So they were ready to trade him. Matt Ryan's like, all right, since y'all ready to trade me, let's just go ahead and make it official. Go ahead and get me out of here. So it needed to be done. And not only from the standpoint of, you know, we freed Matt Ryan because, you know, he has a chance now to win on a competitive team. We did what, you know, we need to do, which is we need to start over. Matt Ryan is a good quarterback, solid quarterback, yes, but him and him alone wasn't winning this team anything. We just don't have the team around him to support him. We got no receivers. We just got Kyle Pitts and Olamide Zaccheaus. We got no defense besides A.J. Terrell and Grady Jarrett. And we have no offensive line really besides Chris Lindstrom and Jake Mathews, I guess. We just have so many holes on this team. We're not winning anything. I don't care who the quarterback is. We're not winning anything with the team that we have right now. So give Matt Ryan a chance to go play for a, you know, Super Bowl with the Indianapolis Colts and let us start our rebuild officially. It's officially official. I don't care what nobody says. The Atlanta Falcons are obviously rebuilding now. Marcus Mariota is going to be the bridge quarterback. We'll see if we draft the quarterback this time around in this draft, or I think we should wait until 2023 because we're going to be terrible next year. And hopefully we can get the number one overall pick and draft either Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, whoever is the best at that point in time. So that's my take in a nutshell.
A lot, but of course that's it's expected. But the Indianapolis Colts, they got a huge come up. I mean,
huge.
Adam Schefter tweeted like the Indianapolis Colts quarterback shuffle over the past couple of years, and it's been a lot. It's been a lot. Every quarterback done went through the Colts. If you ain't get a roster, if you ain't get to play quarterback at the Colts, then right. You just say shit.
From Andrew Luck, just in the past 4 years, Andrew Luck to Phillip Rivers to Carson Wentz, and now Matt Ryan.
Mm-hmm. Now Matt Ryan, but I can see why the Colts took a chance on Carson, maybe just because, you know, the Frank Wright connection, but at least the Colts are smart enough to know quickly they needed to move on for Carson Wentz. Yeah. That's the only thing I'll give him. Y'all should have never traded for him, given the roster that he put up with the Eagles. And some people say that he didn't get traded for his performance. He got traded for not getting the vaccine. I don't know which is which.
Yeah.
either way, Matt Ryan is going to be a huge, huge, huge addition to the Indianapolis Colts. But, I mean, that's a lot to digest. But also, we have not digested the Deshaun Watson trade. We haven't talked since that trade. So, Dylan, Deshaun Watson got traded to the Browns for 5 picks, 3 of them being first-round picks. He got $230 million deal for 5 years with all of his money guaranteed. They said that's $90 million more than Patrick Mahomes has guaranteed.
Yep.
I'm not saying it was a bad move. I mean, Deshaun is an absolute baller. We know that. But Deshaun hasn't played football in a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. But, I think and it's going to take him a while. And, he's not going to play when, the 2022 NFL season starts. Because, there's going to be some suspension, I'm thinking, from the NFL. The word on the street is, anywhere from like 4 to 8 games. We'll see exactly how much it is. Probably end up being like 6 or something like that. But he'll get his feet back under him and he'll be fine. But this Cleveland Browns team is ready to win now, and I mean they're scary. Nick Chubb, Deshaun Watson, Rashard Higgins, Myles Garrett.
What's his name from the Cowboys? Amari.
Oh, Amari Cooper. Yeah, Amari Cooper. Now Jarvis Landry is actually thinking about coming back. Now they got a comparable quarterback, or a competent quarterback, I should say.
Can he come back? I thought they told him to leave. I thought they told him to go and get.
I don't know exactly. I don't know.
They were before Amari Cooper. There was already Jarvis Landry's trade rumors for whatever reason last season. They told Jarvis Landry to request a trade. So basically, it wasn't necessarily Jarvis who wanted to leave. They told him to get out.
Yeah, well, we'll see. But anywho, the Browns have a stacked roster. They got a stacked roster. So they secured the bag, and they got a chance to win now. So the Browns just add that to the list of beat in the AFC teams. Yeah, I mean,
it's just so many. Like for me, the Eagles, we can just pack it up for a couple of years because there's just so many stacked teams right now. There's so many stacked teams. I feel like last season, going into the season, the only stacked team, like really stacked, was like the Rams. The Rams, but it's just the balance now. But it's like 8 super teams. The Rams, Chargers,
the whole AFC West.
What's his name going to the Devonta Adams going to the Raiders?
Yep.
The Raiders, the Titans, the Bills still. The Cards still have hella talent. Just got to figure their G out. The Rams, the Chiefs, the Colts,
the Browns.
It's just so many.
Tampa Bay got Tom Brady back. I mean, they. I don't necessarily see them as Super Bowl contenders anymore, for being real. But it's Tom Brady.
They'll make the playoffs because of y'all division.
Oh yeah, our division.
But outside of that,
the Saints may be okay since they brought James back.
They gave Jameis Winston a little bag.
I mean, Jameis Winston was playing well before
he got hurt.
He was actually playing very well. The Saints were looking good. They were looking like a playoff team. They were. No lie.
No, the Saints were looking good. But
especially with that defense.
Yeah, we just need these other teams can pretty much just pack it up right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If you're not, to me, in all seriousness, if you're not the Chargers, if you're not the Chiefs, if you're not the Broncos, I don't even know if I put the Raiders in Super Bowl category. They'll be a good team, but I don't know if I put them in Super Bowl category.
I'm not necessarily putting them. I'm definitely not putting them in Super Bowl category because their defense was extremely leaky last season.
Yeah.
Definitely leaky. And did they do anything to bolster their defense?
I'm pretty sure they did. I just don't know the moves off the top of my head. I'll look it up. I feel like they did more offensively than they did defensively. But yeah, if you're not the Chargers, if you're not the Chiefs,
Bengals,
if you're not the Bengals, if you're not the Broncos, if you're not the Rams, I don't know so we know about the stacked AFC. What NFC teams are there that's good besides the Rams? I mean, the Cardinals seem the
Cardinals have the talent. It's just about it all meshing.
Exactly. And then, I mean, they did get, they got walloped by the Rams last year. I mean, but, Kyler Murray had a bad game, and it just wasn't a good game. So maybe that was valuable experience for them. So I'm sure they'll be back, but I just don't know if I really realistically see the Cardinals making any huge strides in the Super Bowl.
I don't necessarily now. The thing, the Cardinals are just weird to me because it's kind of like the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Like they have the talent. The talent is there.
Right.
I just don't know what happened to them in the second half of the season. I don't know if it was coaching.
Yeah.
If there wasn't injuries, everybody was back. I don't know what happened to the Cards. But the Cards still, when it comes to just pure talent-wise in the NFC, they're still top in the NFC when it comes to pure talent.
I will say D-Hop was hobbled because he did get hurt second half of the season. He was out pretty much the whole second half of the season. He came back to the playoff game, but he wasn't right.
It was really just Kyler Murray just thinking it up.
Yeah, it really was.
A lot of poor decision making. And what happened to Kyler Murray? Didn't he want to trade?
It was some rumblings that he might be, maybe unhappy, but then he wrote that whole letter. So
he wrote a letter.
Yeah, you didn't see that? He wrote a whole letter on I just want to win, all that stuff, and he all about the Cardinals. And
that must have got lost on the trade.
It was way early in the offseason.
I don't remember that letter.
It was early.
But yeah, Kyler. I mean, NFC wise, shoot. Talent wise, I mean, what's going on with the Niners? Are they keeping Jimmy G or what? The Niners they're not keeping Jimmy G.
No, they're definitely.
Then to who? Because everybody's getting their quarterback.
That's a great question. I don't know. I don't know who still needs a quarterback.
Who still needs the Lions?
Are they gonna?
They said something about they're probably not sticking with Jared Goff.
Okay, maybe they go Jimmy G.
The Colts got a quarterback. The Saints locked up Jameis. So who's left? Unless the Steelers want to double down.
Maybe, but I can't see them doing that. But they should though, because
they should double down, but
they should.
Where would Jimmy G go?
I don't know. Maybe the Browns.
The Browns.
No, the Browns got Deshaun Watson. Maybe the Seahawks.
The Seahawks. They need a quarterback.
Seahawks still need a quarterback.
But will the Seahawks make a trade? They're in extreme rebuild mode.
Yeah.
Would you even make a trade or just go with what you got and draft?
Because there were talks about that maybe trying to get Baker. We'll see. So I don't know.
So Baker still has to get traded.
Baker does still have to get traded. I don't know where Baker's going to go either.
Yeah. Where would Baker go? What's up, Wallace Smith?
What's going on, Wallace?
What's up, Nate Lowe?
Yeah, I didn't want Matt to leave like this either, but like I said, after swinging and missing on Deshaun Watson, it accelerated the end of the Matt Ryan era. We fast forwarded to the Matt Ryan era.
The way the NFL shook up this offseason is
crazy.
Giving NBA level.
Giving NBA level.
Because it's usually in the offseason, back in the day, it was usually only one name that moved.
Right.
Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, one name. Now it's 10, 15 big names. Making big moves.
Big splashes.
The next season, watching the NFL is going to be like, oh, I didn't know he played for so-and-so.
Right, exactly. I know we was just talking about the AFC stupid stat.
So, Panthers, who did they sign? Who the Panthers signed,
Bruce? Let me know.
But yeah, Baker Mayfield and Jimmy G are still on the board. I don't know if Jimmy G is going to get moved. Because who would move for him?
Because if you hear the closing press conferences and all that, and I mean, Jimmy G has pretty much said he expects to be traded.
Yeah,
so if he's on the roster by the time opening day comes around and all that stuff, I would be very surprised, and that would be very awkward.
No, it's definitely going to be awkward, but I just don't think they were able to get a deal done because
fact.
Who's left? Who's left? Like the Lions, the Seahawks. But again, I feel like the Seahawks just need to go in the draft. What's the point of trading for a Baker Mayfield or a Jimmy G? Because DK Metcalf was going to want out, definitely.
Right.
We need to get DK in Philly. Shoot.
DK in Philly would be nice.
Yeah, DK in Philly, bro. DK and Devonta Smith. But I also wouldn't be mad about Julio Jones. Just getting Julio Jones, just a super vet, on the cheap ski. Whenever you're healthy, come on out.
Not whenever you're healthy, come on out.
Mentor. I don't know how Julio is as a mentor. Just because he seems extremely quiet.
He does.
And you never hear any
players. He minds his own business.
And you never hear any players talking about, not in a bad way, but you never hear any players chopping it up with him on Twitter or anything. It seems like he's in his own lane.
Julio just likes to play football when he's healthy and then go fish on Lake
Ah! But yeah, Julio Jones mentoring not only Devonta Smith, but also mentoring Jalen as a quarterback if he's got that mentor in him. I don't know if he does.
What up, Wolf Man?
What up, Wolf Man? What's Gucci? What's good with you? He said pay Quintor's league minimum.
Not pay Quintor's.
But it's just been so much going on. Marcus Mariota, obviously going to y'all, but like you said, the Falcons just need to go ahead and tank.
Be bad.
Y'all, I mean, even if y'all try, y'all still gonna be bad.
Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be hard for us to be bad this year. But not only because we don't have a good roster, but because we're playing a hard team. Let me pull up our opponents again, because I just gotta.
Even with, when it comes to Philadelphia Eagles.
What in the world is this? Who is this?
When it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles, at least, I feel like, of course, we're not a Super Bowl contender, but the Eagles, we're not that far out because we have 3 first-round draft picks this season. We have to hit on all 3 of our picks, and we can really be right back in contention because we have a lot of good young pieces. We just have to, 1, develop those pieces, and 2, hit on this draft. Plus, we have a very easy schedule this season. So, I think the Eagles are going to be back sooner than people think, honestly. Alex, what up, Alex? Yo. So, Team Alert said, do you guys think we should get another wide receiver in free agency? I feel like we should get Landry because Smith, Landry, and Zach would be insane. No, I definitely think we should get another receiver. I really like Zach, especially for the cheap, but I don't think we should be done with Zach. Now, whether that means through the draft, we have to get a receiver in the draft. That doesn't necessarily mean first round. Now, I would like Treylon Burks, Arkansas Razorback, because I mean Treylon, he's just going crazy. Now I don't think he'll fall to us, but he's that big body traditional X wideout receiver that I really want. So if we can add him, that'll be amazing. Still, if we could get DK Metcalf, that'll be great. But I definitely, whether it be free agency or the draft, we're definitely not done at wide receiver. We definitely better not be done. Now, in Howie's mind, he might be done. But we better not be done.
Can I read out our opponents to y'all real quick?
Sure.
Let you know why we're going to be trash. So, at home, we got the Arizona Cardinals, L. 49ers, L. Cleveland Browns, L. Deshaun going to get booed like crazy, though. But L. Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah, we probably still lose to TJ Watt.
Yes,
L.
we've seen the movie ATL. Yes.
We have. New Orleans Saints, L. Carolina Panthers, possibly. Tampa Bay, L. LA Chargers, big L.
Yeah, y'all schedule going crazy.
Don't even show up. Chicago Bears, probably still going to lose. Ravens, L. Bengals, L. Rams, L. Seahawks, maybe depending on what quarterback they get, but probably we could compete. Panthers could compete. Saints, probably L. Buccaneers, L. Washington football team, probably going to lose to them too. And Carson Wentz.
Y'all schedule is disgusting.
We have possibly 4 wins. Maybe. At best, we got 4 wins. At best.
Y'all schedule is disgusting.
At best, we got 4 wins. Right?
So, what's up, Ty Fisher? Ty Fisher said, what's up? Sorry I'm late. No problem, bro. Just woke up. I'm a Browns fan. Do you feel like the Browns are potential Super Bowl contenders? And how do you feel about Devontae going to the Raiders? Devontae going to the Raiders is huge. Big move for the Raiders. Big move for Derek Carr. But I do think when it comes to the Raiders, and this is the draft to do it, they need some more defensive help. So this is kind of draft where it doesn't matter where you're picking in the first round. You can get you a day 1 starter if you pick right. So the Raiders just need some help defensively. But, of course, if you got Devonta Adams that can put up points, then what is it? You know what I mean? That's going to help with some of the points you're going to be giving up. But the Browns, the Browns could be Super Bowl contenders. Definitely.
Not this year. Depending on Deshaun Watson's suspension. I don't know.
Yeah, it depends on the suspension.
Nick Chubb will have to carry on. Do the Browns dare get Jimmy Garoppolo just for the first half of the season?
Well, they got my boy, Wolfpack. They got my boy. You move my wolf pack. They got my boy Jacoby Brissett.
Oh, they got Jacoby?
Oh,
I forgot they got Jacoby. Okay,
Brissett.
so they be all right. They be all right with Jacoby.
They're Super Bowl contenders, depending on availability. But I'm sorry, the Braves. The Browns give me kind of like, you know how the Cowboys will have weapons, but for some reason, like they're just cursed. Yeah. The Browns kind of give me cursed vibes. I don't think the football gods like but look at all the talented team Dallas have had. No, just true. For some random reason. I don't know. The Browns just give me kind of cursed. Now, hopefully our curse is lifted. But we know Deshaun Watson brings some bad juju to Cleveland. It's a lot of people praying on his downfall.
It's a lot of people praying on his downfall.
But on paper, yes, definitely.
Not down bad. Houston sports fan here. It's okay. Us Atlanta fans down bad too.
Marquise said, I see Eagles going 11-6, especially with all the QB shifts in the NFC. No, I agree wholeheartedly. We have a very easy schedule this season, and we should be taking a huge come up in this draft if we draft right defensively and all that.
Y'all got what, 3 first-round picks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Down bad. Houston fan, you'll be all right. Man, just switch teams because Houston, y'all lost so many stars.
Y'all got a bunch of picks now, though. So
J.J. Watt,
D-Hop, Deshaun
Watson. Y'all lost so much. Right. Protect Jalen Hurts at all costs. A lot of people hating on Jalen Hurts, bro. Just trust me. He's going to surprise a lot of people for sure. Eagles should have had a trade for DK Metcalf. We shoot and can. We still can. We still can.
All season ain't over with.
It ain't over. Now, what I want to ask y'all, would y'all use one of our first round picks if we had to? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm not using first round pick. I would just trade up and get me Trey Lance.
Because I mean,
I see it both ways.
Because on one hand, if you're
trading, what DK is
exactly, what DK is, and if say they want like the 15th or 16th pick, because y'all it's 15th or 16th pick, all right. Mm-hmm. Say they want the 15th or 16th pick. If y'all gonna use that on wide receiver anyway, y'all just trade a young wide receiver for DK Metcalf.
So I mean. Oh, yeah. If anything, they could get 19, maybe, but that's a lot. That's a high pick. But he is proven. I don't know. I see it both ways. He said 3 and 14. Yep. ATL Braves gonna repeat.
Yes, sir. We on the way to repeat. I'm ready for the Braves season to watch some winning, guys.
He said, "Heck yeah, I would use a first round pick." What's up, Fred Moore Jr.?
What up, Fred?
So, do the Falcons take a QB next year?
Yup. Next year's draft, we're going to be soup sandwich this year, and then we're going to get C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young. I'm speaking into existence right now, you heard?
Y'all definitely getting a first round. Y'all definitely getting a quarterback next year.
I'm dead. He said, y'all can't Ridley.
Now, we would have took Ridley.
I'm dead. Right. Y'all can't Ridley. Y'all got to hold off on
Look, maybe next year.
Right.
We'll get him next year.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ridley, that would have been a great come up for the Eagles.
All this stuff that's been going on made me completely forget about people here. Wait, what?
I can't keep it out long because
Oh.
We still need a safety and a corner. Get Pat Peterson and Honey Badger. We need all that. We need all the things. We need all the things. Definitely. That's why this draft is going to be important. But I heard Tyrann Matthew has been was visiting the Eagles.
And
So Symone, do you see Jalen Hurts a franchise QB moving forward? As of right now, I think he has the potential, but this season will show. Given how easy our schedule is, and having a whole year under his belt, a whole off season to familiarize himself with the coach, Nick Sirianni, familiarize himself with the teammates and everything, then this is his year to prove it. So I do think he has potential, but if he doesn't prove it this season, Bryce Young, baby.
Y'all can have either Bryce. Y'all can have Bryce. We're gonna earn. Trust me, Falcons fans. After what we're gonna have to sit through this year, y'all, we're gonna earn that #1 overall pick.
Tell that to the Lions. You know they're gonna be taking too.
The Lions might be better than that.
Leon said, "I'm a Giants fan, but I gotta sneak in here and hear about our enemies. Love y'all content. Appreciate that, Leon. Appreciate you." Marquise, Eagles better draft a running back. I'm tired of this East and West running. Miles Sanders. Keep doing Eagles. Need a physical number one running back like Kenneth Walker or Breece Hall. Now, I do agree with that. It's going to be about time to pay Miles Sanders soon, and I don't know about paying him. He lacks the size. He lacks the durability. Since he lacks the durability, always hurt, and lacks the size, we can't use him and work him like we need to work him, especially in a run game that we're really getting, and the run game is becoming our identity. I'm not sure about giving Miles Sanders the bag. And I mean, it's unfortunate for him because of the injuries and then also, not getting utilized like he was supposed to in the beginning of this season and last season with WP. But it is what it is, baby.
Go to Yosemite Blam comment real quick. Yosemite Blam, my dude, what's up? Appreciate you joining us. We might lose every game this year. I mean, you've seen our opponents. It's not going to be pretty. We're in for a long year, but we're going to get that number one overall pick. And like I said, we're going to give Bryce a CJ Stroud. Whichever one is better. We'll have our pick.
What Falcon fans going to do all football season?
Watch it. Root for the Colts. I'll root for the Colts.
So he said y'all can trade for Saquon. I forgot Saquon Barkley.
I forgot about Saquon too.
What's his status? Wasn't he hurt?
Yeah, I think he got hurt. Yeah, he got hurt.
I'm good. I haven't heard that name called in a minute. I haven't heard that name called in a minute. He said, I feel like he might get Landry over DK now. I wouldn't be mad at either, but I would much rather want DK just because you guys know I've said this 1,000 times. Say it for me. Wow.
I don't know what you're about to say.
I want me a big body, true traditional wide out.
Yeah, that.
And
you
Landry,
haven't said that in a minute. But
no, I have. I just said that today on my last video today.
Oh, I didn't see you.
Of course you did. Y'all see the material. He don't even be like, commenting, and subscribing.
I do a lot of the time.
So anyway, DK fits the mold of what we need. We got somebody to lock down the slot now with Zach. We know Landry really thrives in the slot, but we got that locked down today. So I would rather have DK right now and then Younger too, of course. But I wouldn't be mad at Landry either. He's been sitting on the boards for a minute.
Come on, Jarvis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has been sitting.
It's been a couple of days. I mean, a lot of moves have been made, and it ain't
right. It been Jarvis.
A lot of people have been making moves, but I ain't heard Jarvis's name.
So Jarvis he has to get traded. He's not a free agent.
They released him.
Oh, that's right. They released him. So he can sign wherever he wants now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's just waiting to see how everything shake up.
When teams have no money left.
Right.
Him and Tyrod going outside because all the good teams have locked up their money.
Right, and spent their bags up.
Bryce Blackwell, no, we're not taking the slow route. How are we taking the slow route? We're taking the fast route, if you really ask me. Look at our team last year, extremely young, boom, wins the playoffs, and we have 3 first-round picks and momentum. Our coaching staff is figuring it out, at least Nick Sirianni. One of our biggest problems last year was not getting any pressure off the edge. Big putter, we were near the bottom, next to the bottom in sacks. And what do? We shored up our pass rush before the draft. We said, okay, Hutchinson ain't going to be there when we need him. Big putter, we got Hassan ready. I'm saying we taking the fast route. Plus, we still have a lot of money to spend, y'all, in free agency. And we still have 3 first-round picks in a defensive-heavy draft where we need defense. So, in my opinion, we've really taken the fast route. Boom, boom, boom. Especially since the Eagles didn't trade away any of their picks. There was a lot of names that we could have used a first-round pick for.
Calvin Ridley before,
Calvin Ridley, Deshaun, freaking Matt Ryan. I'm just saying all these big names that got traded. We didn't use one of our first-round picks. Right. We holding on to them Jones. You know what I'm saying? So
y'all gonna draft our Georgia boy, Kobe D?
If Devin Lloyd is there, that'll be a no. That'll be a no, Kobe Dean. But if Devin Lloyd isn't there,
y'all dropping bag to bag.
We still got bread because we restructured. What's his name? Big Play Slay. We restructured Big Play Slay and we freed up some more money. So we still not hella bread, but we still got a little coin on it. Okay. Question: what do you want your teams to draft in the NFL draft coming up? Shoot, my dream draft, which is probably not realistic. I want Treylon Burks and I want Devin Lloyd, and then how we can do whatever he want to do with the other two. We definitely need a cornerback. So in order to get, without trading up, we would have to get, Treylon Burks is looking like we would have to trade up there. And I don't know if he's trade up worthy. But I really want Treylon Burks. I really want Devin Lloyd and a cornerback. So that's what I really want out of this draft.
For me, I either want pass rushers. So if either Kayvon Thibodeau are there, or Aiden Hutchinson, which neither of them will probably be there, draft one of them. If those two aren't there, maybe offensive linemen, maybe Charles Cross or the two other offensive linemen. I'm forgetting their names off the top of my head. But those three top offensive linemen, maybe one of them will be there. We can snatch one of them up, maybe. Or we go, a guy like Devontae Wyatt. Or we go corner where we go, maybe Ahmad Gardner, or we get Derek Stingley if those guys are there. So we either need to get a corner to go next to AJ Terrell. We either need to get somebody who's going to help us in the trenches, whether that's offensive line or defensive line. So either offensive lineman, defensive line, corner, or if you want to draft Malik Willis, I wouldn't be too mad at it. But again, I think we should wait to save drafting quarterback. So that's me, either corner, offensive lineman, or defensive line.
Okay.
Or I will say this: since we are not bringing Foye Oluokun back, I wouldn't be mad if we drafted Kobe D. So since we aren't bringing Foye back,
Falcons are managed poorly. They told us they could compete with Ryan. 1 year later, they trade him for a third-round pick. I can sleep late on Sunday now.
So I don't want to say they're managed poorly. The first reason I will say they aren't managed poorly is because Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot, it's not even their third year out here. It's their second year out here. So Thomas Dimitroff and Dan Quinn left us in a pit of ish. Like they left us down bad between our cap numbers and not having no money. None of their draft picks panned out besides their 2016 draft. So they left us down bad. And now Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith are trying to clean it up. And I really think part of them getting the job was Arthur Blank, the owner, wanted to hear them, stay. Or part of getting the Falcons job was probably like, are y'all going to be able to win with Matt Ryan? So they probably was like, oh, yeah, we can win with Matt Ryan. But between, the team not being able to be built around Matt Ryan and the fact we just went all in to try and get Deshaun Watson, showed our hand, showed that we were completely okay with trading Matt Ryan. Didn't get Deshaun Watson. With all that, storming up, Matt Ryan probably requested a trade, or we just was like, okay, you know what? We see we're ready to trade Matt Ryan. We're going to rip the Band-Aid off and trade him. So I think this is the right move, trading Matt Ryan. We're not winning with him. The roster's not good enough to win with him, and he's not the type of quarterback where he can just put us on his back. I mean, with our roster, no quarterback could put this team on their back. So I don't think we're managed poorly. I think this is Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot honestly trying to clean the mess up.
He said, I want the safety from Notre Dame, Kyle Hamilton. But Kyle Hamilton, they're saying, is going top 5, top 4. So unless we're trading all the way up for Kyle Hamilton, we're not getting him. We're really not getting him. We can't trade up for everybody. Eagles need a linebacker, running back, and cornerback. I want Stingley, Lloyd, and Johnson from FSU. I can see Jermaine Johnson fall in the 19. I'm so excited for the draft because you just never know what you're going to get. We make all these wish lists and say all what we want, but we don't know what the heck we're going to get on draft night. We really don't. Especially since we got 3 first-round picks.
About to go crazy.
It's about to go. I might need to hire a photographer. I mean, a videographer. Because how am I going to keep up with all that stuff?
Right. How you going to get your videos off?
I'm saying I'm going to hire an intern draft night.
We're gonna right because we're gonna be live, I'm sure, and they're gonna be trying to get your instant reaction videos off and with back-to-back picks. How you gonna do that? You really just need to record the 15 and 16 back-to-back, or just make it one vid.
I'm gonna need some brown. Y'all, draft night about to be crazy.
So it's a little under a month away, a month and 2 days away.
He said we were not going to get a first-round pick for a QB that is soon to be 37, and we had a losing season in 2018.
That's fact. That's why we only got a third-round pick. Plus, we had no leverage.
Well, the Saints actually did sign Jameis Winston. They gave him a 2-year, what was it, $15 million deal? Somewhere around that. It was definitely a 2-year deal, somewhere around $15 million. So, y'all, still left on the board, still left. There's a lot of developing stories. 1, where and when will Baker Mayfield get traded? 2, will Jimmy Garoppolo get traded? If he does, where and will DK Metcalf get traded? Where will the Honey Badgers sign? Where will Jarvis Landry sign? It's still so much drama.
There's some dominoes left to fall in this offseason.
Yes, sir. So make sure you guys stay tapped in with Tough Calls with me, Symone with the Sports.
Hey, boy, Dylan, ever.
Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Let us know what you want to see in our next videos. And guys, make sure you have your notification bells on because it's so, like I said, it's still so much going on and so much to do.
Yeah.
But y'all, it's dinner time, so we about to hop off. Yeah, I already said like it and everything. But until we talk to you guys next time. Bye.